What's going on, everyone? It's Marcellus back with another video. Today we need to go over the AMA with Baby Doge and why Baby Doge will never be the same after some of the stuff that's been said on the AMA. Now, I'm not talking like it's bad. No, I'm saying things will never be the same because we're about to go on a different path here with Baby Doge. And I don't believe this is all bad. I think there's a lot of good out of this AMA. So definitely stick around to the end so you get the full gist of things here. So yeah, anyways, hit the like button and subscribe if you like these Baby Doge videos. Leave a comment in the comment section, all that good stuff. Check out the links in the description. Remember, if it's not your keys, not your crypto, definitely check out the Ledger Nano X or the S link inside of the description. And I'm also going to be creating a whole video on how to get Baby Doge on those Ledger wallets. So anyways, without further ado, let's get straight to it. So first thing I want to talk about here is going to be the AMA, and that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to go over the whole thing here. It's a lot of questions, so definitely stick around to the end because we have a lot of different things to go over with this AMA. So let's talk about it. The first question here. The first question is there any plan that Baby Doge tie up with all countries' central government to build Baby Doge franchise? It may be pet shop, charity, merchandise, pet care homes, which all comes under the Baby Doge license. This person is pretty much asking, will Baby Doge talk to governments and set up pet shops and charities and merchandise inside of other countries? And this is where they answer, we don't speak to any governments currently. So currently they don't speak to any governments and do not believe merchandise would require government consent. And that's 100% true. It would not require government consent. I think even charities don't require government consent, but it may or may not. But yeah, they will not need government consent. They just, set up their license like any other business and then operate in that country. And then number two over here, when can we expect the Baby Doge card? This is a good one because I actually just now seen the Ledger card they're talking about because I was actually making a video on how to get Baby Doge on the Ledger Nano X because that's what I'm doing right now. I have a whole script on the whole thing right now. So probably going to be coming out maybe today or tomorrow. I don't know. I don't want to promise a date, but it's going to come out soon. But anyways, when can we expect the Baby Doge card? So the card is delayed because our third-party provider doing the card did the Ledger card. And unfortunately, since Ledger is so big, we got pushed further back in the queue. So yeah, they actually do have the Ledger card. The Ledger card is now out. I can actually go over there and show you all what the Ledger card would look like, but I don't have the card myself, so I can't show you. But maybe I'll get the card since I already have a Ledger Nano X. But yeah, since they got the card created by their same third-party provider, now Baby Doge has to wait to get theirs created, which is actually a good thing because it lets you know that they're in the development and they're trying to get it actually finished and they're actually talking to the third-party providers that are providing the service. But anyways, let's talk about question number 3. So question number 3 says this. So any plans to integrate Baby Dogecoin and Baby Doge NFTs similar to Bored Ape/ApeCoin? So they say yes. One of the things we are working on is NFT holders can purchase Baby Doge on each side without paying the 10% buy fee. So if you are an NFT holder and you purchase Baby Doge on the ETH side using Baby Doge swap, then you pretty much won't have to pay that 10% transaction fee when you buy, but you'll still pay that selling fee. But that's still pretty good to know that they're actually integrating something like that. So that's really nice to know. And number 4 over here. And see, like I said, things aren't going to be the same, but they're going to be better. There's going to be a lot of good things for Baby Doge coming inside the near future. But anyways, over here, they say number 4, hello, the 3D NFT will be dropped for actual NFT holders, or we have to burn or buy them. They say the only thing needed to pay would be gas fees. You may have to stake your 2D for 30 to 90 days to receive a free 3D NFT. And then they say over here for number 5, question number 5. What is our plan regarding Baby Doge NFT? When can we expect some real case utility of NFT marketing plan regarding Baby Doge NFT? So over here, they say, see the roadmap, being able to use your NFT in Decentraland to play as Baby Doge. That's one utility they're saying. Then they're saying over here, being able to purchase Baby Doge with a 0% fee. And that's going to be what they're talking about here with the ETH side, buying it with without the 10% fee if you buy on the ETH side and you have a Baby Doge NFT. And you're doing it through Baby Doge swap. So that's definitely pretty good. And then another thing they said over here, with the 0% fee, they're saying marketing plan really just falls in line with the token. We are growing followers and holders for the token daily, and some of them we hope goes into the NFT. So yeah, I guess that's a pretty good marketing plan. And also, before we keep going, big shout out to Ultra243 for making this whole breakdown of the AMA for anyone who missed it out there. So look, question number 6 though. Regarding Baby Doge burn, are you planning to do massive burns anytime soon or planning any giveaways? Now, this is really what everyone wants to know about. So this says no massive burns are planned. They said no massive burns are planned. So over a year of burns, it becomes apparent that manual burns do not do anything. And this is 100% true. We see it time and time again. Every time we have a manual burn, it typically goes down. It doesn't go up. But then they say over here, this is something we are looking to discontinue when our swap releases, and have the swap be what generates the burns, while the tokens we have are given as rewards to those who stake. So this is about to be huge. Baby Doge swap isn't just going to be a whole swap. Like, you're going to have a lot on there. Staking, there's going to be a lot of different options that you can do on here. And something that they're just talking about is how they're going to get rid of manual burns. That's why I said it's going to change forever, for better or for worse. We're going to change forever. And I think the manual burns, now as we go on and on and on, we want some, coins circulating. We don't want to be completely empty of coins. Like, that's just not how you go about things. But yeah, it's still, I think they're making the right decision by taking away the manual burns. And I think maybe if we can do that, maybe it will be looked at by these, large, exchanges. So then they actually have coins to put on their exchange. Because you got to think of it. If we burn all the circulating supply, how are we going to have any coins for the exchanges to hold to give out to people? So that's something else that we got to think about here. So anyways, question number 7 says, when will the Baby Doge army expect Baby Doge's own blockchain? So they responded by saying BNB has something called sidechains coming out. However, we do not see a use yet currently to build out to separate blockchain. And they don't really want to build a separate blockchain, really. And they said, after we learn more about BNB sidechains, perhaps we will find a use for them, but not currently. And then they say over here, number 8, will owning an NFT offer any additional utility on Baby Doge Swap once it's released, other than a discount on buying Baby Doge? And they say Baby Doge Swap is on Binance Smart Chain and the NFT is on ETH. So we have been trying to think of ways to do this, but since they're separate chains, it's a lot tougher. So that's probably not going to have much for there. But if you do it on ETH, then you can get that 10% fee. All right, that 10% fee knocked off. So over here, number 9, they say, are there any plans to alter the tokenomics to make Baby Doge more appealing to centralized exchanges? This is what a lot of people want to know. And they said, we are on 20 plus exchanges, including Huobi, Gate.io, and OKX, which are, they're pretty large exchanges. And they said, do not believe tokenomics has an effect on these things. So they're saying they don't believe tokenomics has an effect. And I kind of agree with that. But when it comes to, Binance and stuff like that, they're definitely looking at it from a different perspective. But I think it's still a possibility of getting listed on there. Like, they're literally the top exchanges. You don't think they have the, marketing, and not even marketing, but the coding skills to actually develop this on their platform. They have the skills to do this. They know how to do it. But, they're just taking their little sweet time. And maybe Baby Doge Army has not paid them money yet. Maybe they want money for it. I don't know. Anything could be possible. I don't know what's going on with that. But hey, we're still on some pretty nice exchanges like Gate.io, OKX, and Huobi. But anyways, let's talk about number 10. They say, will they burn more coins in the future? If not, it would be hard to go higher. Correct me if I'm wrong. So they've corrected you up here, but they said, again, burns from non-circulating supply do not believe to affect the price. And they said, as we saw with the 50 quadrillion burn, and I know everyone's seen that, and the other 50 or the 10 plus burns that we did for the manual burns, most projects do not base their success based on manual burns, and this is not something that can be done long term. The only reason for manual burn was the team having so much tokens, which was definitely the good idea, because if the team has so much tokens, they could technically, what people like to call, rug pull, and then sell on everyone and then watch it go down. But instead, they just took it and burned it instead of selling it. So that's definitely really good from them. And then they have said over here, we actually regret burning so many, as they would have been better used for rewards on the swap. That's definitely true. But anyways, over here, number 11, they said, will there be pre-sales of coins on Baby Doge Swap? And they said, well, technically anyone could list a fair launch coin on the swap, but not a launch pad in V1. So anyways, number 12, let's talk about that. So any key dates of launches or events, they said, we only announce a date when something is already completed. Development has been a tough process, and it's not just for our team. We have hired third-party teams who also struggle with timelines. And they said over here, however, the metaverse wearable is complete and has been turned over or on once it's tested out fully works. They said it will be launched on the 18th of July. So anyways, the 13th of this 13th question says, what's our game plan going forward to get more whales? And they said, how can we help? Trending on Twitter is great, but we don't seem to be grabbing the big guys at the moment. And then they said this, market is really scared of inflation, which is definitely right, recession, etc. right now, and also saturated with hundreds of memes, which is also correct. New memes launch every day, it seems, so most will die off in the weeks or days. Very proud of Baby Doge and how it stood this to test of time. And so far, thanks to all of the community, we're still going strong. So everything is down. Many top projects down 80+%. Like Solana was around 250, and now it's just $35 from 250 to $35. That is a crazy drop actually for Solana. But yeah, a lot of people are really scared right now to buy in on crypto. A lot of people are scared of the inflation, the recession, and all this other stuff. So they're really not going to be focused on buying meme coins and stuff like that right now. But there is a time and place for everything. And right now is not the time or place for us to be going crazy right now in the market. Right now, we should be gathering more coins. So then when everything starts to going crazy, we start getting larger gains than what we previously would have gotten if we dollar cost average inside. But anyways, let's talk about the next thing. So what is the advantage of holding Baby Dogecoin? They said being part of a fun meme community, helping save dogs, being able to use the token in our first game that is coming out soon, lower swap fees for holders when our swap comes out. So that's cool. And then number 15, when are we going to have TV ads or billboards to push our influence and broaden our investors? A lot of people dive into coins that do that. For instance, Litecoin has appeared in several movies and so on. Wouldn't TV and radio advertising help skyrocket our investors in exposure? And he said, majority of population does not use crypto, so hitting the broad majority of people with ads without a call to action seems useless. I never bought anything I saw on a billboard. It's tough to see something on a billboard or even TV, then take action to look it up versus displaying a digital ad. They can click right after there and then boom, read about it. That's definitely a good demonstration there. These banner ads are really where it's at. The sidebar ads, the footer ads for websites, that's really where it's at. And I've seen Baby Doge ads on Binance Smart Chain. So I know they're running ads. They're doing what they need to. But anyways, let's talk about number 16. They say, I was thinking there were going to be zero fees. Did I read that incorrectly? No entire swap is not zero fees. Only select pairs that we run promotions on or have partnerships with provide the liquidity, pretty much, so is what they said. So that's definitely pretty cool. They said, I was thinking there were going to be zero fees, and now they're saying no entire swap is not zero fees, but only select pairs that we run promotions on. So that's definitely, good transparency there. And then over here, number 17. Is the Baby Doge arcade in the works? They said the first game will be announced shortly. So it appears to be fully done with the last part. A third party will do the edits in auditing the smart contracts. Then we can go live with beta, hopefully soon, with the arcade. So the arcade may be coming out soon. And then over here they say, can Baby Dogecoin be used as a trading pair on the swap? And then they said yes. We plan to have Baby Doge as a pair on the swap. So yes, that's definitely a given. And then number 19. And by the way, there's a lot of questions here. This is number 19 that we're on. And then we're going all the way down here to number 39. So definitely stick around to the end of the video. Like I said, we're going to have a lot of information inside of this video. So let's talk about it. Now, number 19. So crypto universe feels less volatile. This one's kind of worded a little poorly, so forgive me if I stutter. But yeah, crypto universe feel less volatile with Baby Doge tokens price. Any secret formula behind this? They say no secret formula, but the more liquidity a project has, the harder it is to increase, but also the harder it is to decrease. So projects with very low liquidity are typically more volatile than projects with a lot of liquidity. If a project has only 100K liquidity and 10 million market cap, if someone buys 100K worth of the token, it could make the token go up like 80 to 90% to like 18 to 19 million market cap. But that doesn't mean necessarily that there's 18 to 19 million dollars in there. That's just what the money is at with the liquidity where it is. And then they say, again, they explain that here. But then again, if there's 100K liquidity and 10 million market cap and someone sells only 50K worth, it could crash it from 10 million down to 5 million in market cap. So just because it says market cap doesn't mean that's how much money is in there. So that's definitely a gem right there. They said, again, this is just an example and not any type of advice. Do your own research. And like I said, yeah, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. So if you don't believe this, then hey, it's not financial advice at all. So anyways, let's move on. So they say, question number 20, is migration something you might look into again? Or is this thought completely dead? They said, I don't think we should migrate unless the community feels the need to. If anyone has an idea on why we should migrate, they can add to the community forum. So yeah, that's definitely a good question. A lot of people have been talking about the migration, but they already mentioned it in the last AMA that there's not going to be a migration. But anyways, number 21. So they say this. What do you think about implementing in your exchange the burning of small portions of the token in each transaction of the people in your exchange? So they said the fees are 30% total fee, 0.5% goes to buyback and burn of Baby Doge, 0.5% goes to treasury, 0.2% goes to liquidity and providers. So over here they said 0.30% fees, not 30%, but 0.30% fees. So you know that. That's what the swap is going to be. So anyways, this is what they said over here. Holders of Baby Doge token pay lower fees depending on how many they hold. This is subject to change. We can select individual pairs like Baby Doge to BNB and place a 0% fee on that pair, or Bitcoin to USDT. Any pair there could be set with lower fees. And something also about Baby Doge to BNB, Binance and CZ Binance says anything that is helping uplift Binance is something they're going to help uplift as well. And he kind of noted to that inside of one of his tweets. So this is kind of significant because if they do a Baby Doge to Binance pair and they do 0% fees, this is going to incentivize people to use that Baby Doge to Binance pair, which is really going to help bring the price of Baby Doge and Binance up and bring that volume into Binance. So that's definitely something you want to look at. But anyways, number 22, he says, I believe by far our biggest selling point is Baby Doge potentially being a guard against inflation while also donating to charities. How do you plan to attract non-crypto investors and advertise us as such? And then he says over here, I don't think people's first crypto should be Baby Doge. Yes, this is definitely true. If this is your first time in crypto, don't get on Baby Doge, get in on Bitcoin, get in on Ethereum, sit around for a little while, and then start to dip your feet in things like Binance and Cardano and Dogecoin and start to see what all these other coins like Solana and Polygon are doing. You don't want to just jump straight into the altcoins. You want to start with Bitcoin and then branch off to Ethereum and then branch off to Binance and then start branching off to like Doge and Cardano and stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much what you want to do there. But yeah, they definitely mentioned something really important there. But anyways, over here, let's read the next thing that they're talking about. And actually, I didn't even finish this one. Personally, they said I got into crypto first believing in Bitcoin. Yeah, kind of like I was saying, and then educating yourself on all the other stuff. But yeah, number 23 says this. Why CZ hates us? Do we have a chance to get listed to Binance this year? And they said, our community is so strong and savage, he thinks it's all a bunch of bots. So yeah, I mean, this is kind of true. We have such a hard community that he thinks that we're all bots because we're so strong for Baby Doge. So big shout out to the whole Baby Doge army out there. Big shout out to the whole Baby Doge community. None of us would be here without Baby Doge. I wouldn't be here without Baby Doge. This is like literally going crazy. But let's talk about the number 24. So looking to the future, as you decided the supply in the beginning, where do you personally want to see the supply in 3 years in an ideal world? Do you have a target in mind? They said we are at 46% currently. Would it be cool if we got to 50% one day? Then 50% of our reflections would be going to burn. So they said, honestly, I didn't plan out 3 years of supply when created. I saw Sheep do 1 quadrillion supply and was like, you know what? People may be like more than 1 quadrillion, 420 quadrillion, LOL. I didn't think people would be buying quadrillions or trillions or billions of tokens. I really thought people would really be buying like 10,000 or a million for the LOLs initially, kind of like how Dogecoin grew pretty much as a joke. And then over here, number 25, July 18th, you can play as Baby Doge and decentralized with your NFT. Maybe for those who don't have NFT, can't play, or in the future can come play. And then their answer was this. Maybe one day we release one that is sold, however, may not be fair to NFT holders. So that was their answer there. Anyways, at number 26, they say, so do you plan to bring this to a real project? Because I'm invested big in here. Now I'm more scared. LOL, migration to a real gem will be great. And they said, what type of idea you have for this migration? I would now consider us a real project. Yes, I definitely think Baby Doge is 100% a real project. I think it's kind of weird for you to invest huge money into something and not believing it's a real project before you invested that money into it. So yeah, there's definitely something questionable with that person there. But anyways, the 26th question says this. So the 27th question, is there any plans to partnership as payment method of e-commerce in the future? And I think already with now payments and some other ones, they said, no, we did the coin payments. However, there was not a whole lot of interest as most merchants do not want to hold crypto. The card seems like the best solution to spend Baby Doge on e-commerce. And actually, I want to hold crypto. I have 2 websites for marcellus.beatstars.com, and then I have my Teespring website. But I don't know if I could actually accept crypto in there. So I might have to actually develop my own websites to get those done. But yeah, a lot of merchants don't want to accept crypto. So that's definitely something important if you're a business owner. But anyways, number 28, when will Baby Doge Swap release? They said hopefully soon. This is the big question. So you want to listen up at this point. They say hopefully soon. they are finding and testing the final bugs with it. So it's already done, but they're just finding and testing final bugs. The swap itself is done. This is definitely huge. And then they say, but farming as a service is the final component still being worked on. So I made a video already a while back of the swap working. Just need to get farming as a service complete, or else a swap without token rewards for liquidity providers seems kind of dead and repeated, which is definitely true. And then they say over here, number 29, do you think it will give us an advantage if we migrated and reduced the supply? So a lot of people are talking about the migration. They responded with this: I don't think supply is that important other than it looking nice. Using large numbers is difficult to use. I understand, but say there's $100 liquidity and 100 tokens. Each token is worth $1, but $100 liquidity and 100 million tokens. Now each token is $1. So now each million tokens is $1 pretty much. And then number 30, they say we need to use our NFTs to play game or not. They said to play as Baby Doge in Decentraland, yes. But the first game we make, we will be used with Baby Dogecoin. So there you go. And then over here, number 31, is there a forecast of burning at the beginning of the month? What will be the volume? They say manual burns will slow down. We can see they have little to no effect, which is 100% true. It's actually a waste of money, in my personal opinion. They could use that money to actually, market Baby Doge and develop the, whole Baby Doge community into a stronger community. So I think that the manual burns should definitely be stopped, and they're probably going to be stopped soon. But anyways, manual burns will slow down. We can see they have little to no effect. We have burning team tokens in addition to the tokens generated from the volume. We will stop/slow down the burning of team tokens, and the tokens will be given as rewards on our swap. And then they said over here, number 32, will the arcade game, not the NFT game, disperse reflections? They said no, but it burns coins. So the arcade games will burn coins, but will not disperse reflections to you. So number 33 says this: I'm one of the bigger holders here, and officially after this AMA, I'm scared for my money. I won't ever sell, but the zero fees on ETH scares me. Please prove me wrong. Reflections are about the most important feature. And with zero fees on ETH, what's stopping people from only buying on ETH side? They said most liquidity is on Binance Smart Chain. If the ETH price goes high, people can buy lower on Binance Smart Chain than sell it on the ETH side. Plus, ETH gas fees are high in comparison to Binance Smart Chain. And that's actually true. If you go over here and you look at the Etherscan compared to the BSC scan, you see Etherscan only has 3,700 holders and 10,000 transactions, whereas this one over here has 1.5 million holders and 6.3 million transactions. So there you go with that. Now, the next thing for Baby Doge, let's keep going over the AMA. So number 34, we'll be adding more bridges soon. They say, don't know, not a super urgent item for us unless one chain really breaks out, gains a lot of momentum, as ETH didn't do super well. So I think Bitgert, maybe a lot of people are probably going to laugh, but the Bitgert, the Brise chain, you definitely want to check that one out. That I think definitely has some huge potential. And then Proton, you got stuff like Binance. Well, we're not even Binance, but like Polygon and all these other ones. I think we should do some of the bridges or really all of them. It'll really expand Baby Doge. But anyways, number 35. If the manual burns are going to be slowed down or stopped, will there be utilities to increase the burning effects? They said utilities we build will all have been burned features. We cannot promise how effective they are, though, as it's based on volume/use of utilities. Hopefully people use them. And then they said number 36, and he's saying, I'm not saying get rich quick scheme, but maybe maintain minimum growth rate in the price. They said at least kill a zero in 6 months. 90% of people in the community are expecting this. And they said, here's a secret. It's not guaranteed to work this way, but a pattern I have noticed. If Bitcoin goes up, it typically sends the price of BNB up. Since BNB, it seems, is in some way pegged to Bitcoin, then Baby Doge is pegged to BNB. So if you see BNB go up and people do not sell their Baby Doge for BNB, then Baby Doge goes up since the liquidity of BNB went up. And they said not financial advice, just a trend I've observed. Do your own research, not guaranteed to work to this way. If BNB dropped by 50% tomorrow, the value of Baby Doge liquidity would also drop 50%. But if BNB went up 50%, the liquidity USD value would go up 50% and not advice as well. So yeah, this is definitely good. They say do your own research, which is definitely much appreciated. But anyways, good answer there. So they said number 37, but the issue of gigantic supply really seems to be something that doesn't attract much. Now, this is really important. This is actually something that a lot of people mention. But anyways, their answer over here was, or maybe it's the opposite. So many people got Baby Dogecoin because the supply was huge. This is actually true. This is actually why I got in. And then they said this: where else can you own 1 trillion of something for less than a penny or 1 billion of something for a couple $100 or a couple dollars to say. Big supply was supposed to make it fun. I don't want one coin. I want billions of coins, and I don't want to pay 20,000 for one coin. Why can't I pay 1 cent for a million coins? It's just personal preference, which is definitely true. Is the type of investors that Baby Doge invites. It invites, untypical investors. But anyways, number 38 actually. What can we do to help out? And then they say help build things related to Baby Doge that add utility or spread awareness, or adopt a Doge. So if you have a superpower, offer it to the community in some way. Say you make really great bagels, sell your bagels for Baby Doge, or even sell Baby Doge themed bagels, or say you make really great memes, make Baby Doge memes, all that good stuff. And they said number 39, what do you think about CZ's recent claim? He basically said we're all bots. So this is a good one. Now, let's talk about this. They said, I think it's impressive. It's like accusing someone not doing steroids on steroids. I think it's a compliment. That's definitely true. Like if you're not on steroids, but everyone says you're on steroids, you must be doing something right because you look like you're on steroids, but you're not. But anyways, over here they say, I just hope once we have our swap out, game out, card out, and sees impact of saving dogs, CZ is like, oh dang, Baby Doge is not playing, they were building. So they also said, I don't think CZ respects us because we don't have things out currently. And I am embarrassed that we do not honestly have things out. And CZ is all about building, praying our D apps come into fruition. So yeah, basically what they're saying is CZ really isn't looking at us because we don't have anything developed. We need our wallet to come out. We need the Baby Doge swap to come out. We need the arcade to come out. We need everything to come out, mainly the swap. The swap is what's going to help everything. They're already done with the swap. They're just working on the farming. They're working on all this other stuff integrated, all the D app stuff integrated into the swap. But once this all comes out, there's going to be staking, farming, everything. Baby Doge is about to change forever. This is going to be really huge. But yeah, definitely shout out to everyone that stuck around to the end of the video. I know it's a long video. Big shout out to Ultra243 for doing a whole rundown on this. So I had to go over this for the whole Baby Doge army here. But anyways, yeah, definitely hit the like button and subscribe. Leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you all want me to go over next. If you want to become a member of the channel, definitely go ahead and do that. I'll go over any crypto that the members want me to go over next. And also remember, if it's not your keys, it's not your crypto. You definitely want to get you a Ledger Nano X or a S. And I'm going to be making a video soon on how to get Baby Doge on there. So definitely stick around and wait for that. And I will have a link in the description for Ledger Nano X if you would want to look at it from there. So definitely check that out. And remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. As always, I'll be back with another video.